Hello. Today's guided reading book is called The Pied Piper. Some of you may have heard of this book before. The Pied Piper. Read after me. Long, long ago, but not so very far away, there was a town called Hamlin. The people of Hamlin were cross because there were rats in the streets, and there were rats in the houses. There were rats all over the town. So the people went to see the mayor. We want you to do something, and we want you to do it now, they said. The rats have got to go, or you will have to go. I'm going to share our reading rainbow with you, and we're going to think about the problem in the story. The problem in the story is, have a think about the bit that we've just read. Pause the video, have a think, and tell me the answer, and use the sentence beginning. The problem in the story is, tell me your answer. Yes, the problem in the story is rats everywhere. Rats in the houses and rats in the street. And it's a particularly big problem for the mayor. The people have told him that if the rats don't go, he will have to. Let's see what happens. Oh no, said the mayor. Who can help us? Just then, a man walked over to the mayor. I can help you, he said. I can make the rats go away. The man was very tall. He had a yellow and red coat and a yellow and red hat and a yellow and red scarf. In his hand was a pipe. But how can you make the rats go away? Asked the mayor. When I play my pipe, all the rats will run after me, said the man. I will make them jump into the river, and then they'll be gone for good. But I will only play my pipe if you give me some money. Oh, we will give you lots of money, said the mayor. Just get the rats out of our town. If we look at our reading rainbow, another slide on the solving problems is the solution. So from the bit that we've just read, the problem was the rats. The solution is, using the things that we've read in the story, tell me what the solution is to this problem. Have a think and tell me your answer, starting with the solution is. Yes, well done. The piper is going to play his pipe, which I think must be quite magical. The rats are all going to follow him. He'll lead them into the river, and that'll be the end of the rats. He'll get his money, and everyone will be happy. Let's see if that happens. So the man went out into the street. He blew on his pipe, and he looked very happy as he played and played and played. Next, the rats came, running and jumping out of the houses. There were big rats, little rats, brown rats, and black rats. There were rats all over the street. The piper danced down to the river, playing his pipe, and the rats went with him. When the piper jumped into a boat, the rats jumped into the water, but the rats could not swim. Well, the people of Hamelin were very happy because the rats had gone. So the piper asked for his money. But the mayor and the people just laughed at the piper. "We have no money for you," they said. Well, then the piper was very cross. He ran back out into the street and blew on his pipe again. All the children of Hamelin could hear the piper playing, and they came out of their houses, laughing and dancing. Well, the piper kept to his part of the bargain, didn't he? And he got rid of the rats for all the people. The mayor and the people were supposed to give him some money, and they haven't stuck to their part of the bargain. I wonder what will happen next. We left the piper playing his pipe out in the street, and the children could hear, and they came running out and they were dancing. What is going to happen next? Have a think and tell me your answer. Start it with this. My idea for what happens next is... Have a think and pause the video. Ooh. Some of you maybe think that the piper's going to lead the children into the river. That would be terrible. They can't swim. Some of you think that he's just going to scare the grown-ups until they give the piper his gold and say, "Oh, we're really sorry, have your gold." Maybe the piper's going to take the children somewhere else. Shall we read on and find out what happens at the end of this story? The piper danced out of town and climbed up into the mountains. The children climbed into the mountains too. The people of Hamlin called out and tried to stop them, but the children could only hear the piper. The piper and the children danced off into the mountains, into a magic land. There was just one little boy who could not walk as fast as his friends. And when he got to the top of the mountain, all his friends had gone. So the little boy went back to Hamlin and said, "My friends have gone into a magic land where they can play all day." "Oh no," said the mayor. "We must find the piper and give him his money. It's the only way to get our children back." The people of Hamlin looked here and there for the piper, but they couldn't find the piper, and they couldn't find the children. The people were very sad, but the children were very happy in the magic land. They danced and played all day as the piper played his pipe. That story doesn't have the usual happy ending that children's books do have. The children are happy with the piper and they're playing and dancing, but they're not with their parents and their families anymore. Now, to end up our story today, we're going to think about how that story made us feel. Okay? The author, the writer of the book, the author makes me feel. Have a think about how you feel at the end of that story and tell me your answer. Well done. I think that story makes me feel a little bit sad too. Tomorrow we'll have to make sure we have a happy book, won't we? Find a book for yourself to read now and maybe read it in your head or read it to someone else in your family. And I'll see you tomorrow.